In the year 2142, Earth stood at the pinnacle of its technological achievements. Colonies flourished on Mars, and the icy moons of Jupiter buzzed with mining operations. Humanity had extended its reach into the solar system, uniting under a shared vision of progress and exploration. The advances in artificial intelligence, space travel, and renewable energy painted a future filled with hope and boundless potential. Yet, in the vastness of the galaxy, Earth was but a fledgling civilization. Unknown to its inhabitants, their rapid expansion and technological strides had attracted the attention of the Galactic Council, a powerful coalition of ancient alien civilizations that had watched over the Milky Way for millennia. These civilizations, with eons of experience and wisdom, viewed Earth's aggressive expansion with a mix of curiosity and growing concern. On a crisp January morning, the sky above Earth's major cities, New York, Tokyo, London, and Beijing, was abruptly dominated by a colossal holographic projection. The inhabitants of these cities paused in their daily routines, gazing skyward in confusion and awe. The image coalesced into the imposing figure of an alien, easily over 100 feet tall, with stern, angular features and eyes that seemed to pierce through the fabric of reality itself. The alien, who introduced himself as Lorcath, High Envoy of the Galactic Council, spoke in a resonant voice that reverberated across the globe. Thanks to an advanced translation technology, his words were understood in every known human language. "People of Earth," Lorcath began, his tone both authoritative and dispassionate. "I am Lorcath, High Envoy of the Galactic Council. Your recent technological advancements and territorial expansions have violated numerous interstellar protocols and treaties. Treaties you were never meant to know. The Council has determined that your actions pose a significant threat to the stability of our galaxy. Therefore, we demand your immediate surrender and integration into the Galactic Order. You have 24 hours to comply, or face total annihilation." The message ended abruptly, leaving the world in a state of stunned silence. As the holographic projection dissipated, a wave of panic and chaos swept across the globe. News channels broadcast the message repeatedly, and social media exploded with speculation and fear. Governments declared states of emergency, and military forces were placed on high alert. The world teetered on the brink of hysteria. Amidst the turmoil, a small group of determined leaders and brilliant minds began to form a plan to defy the Galactic Council and protect Earth at all costs. The United Nations convened an emergency meeting, bringing together heads of state, military leaders, and top scientists. In the heart of New York, within the secure confines of the UN headquarters, the United Earth Defense Council, UEDC, was formed. Dr. Elena Ramirez, a renowned astrophysicist with a deep understanding of alien technologies, and General Marcus Steele, a decorated war hero known for his strategic acumen, were appointed to lead the UEDC. Their task was daunting: to devise a defense strategy against a technologically superior adversary with capabilities far beyond human comprehension. "Dr. Ramirez, what can we do against such advanced beings?" General Steele asked, his voice heavy with concern. Dr. Ramirez, a woman of sharp intellect and steely resolve, replied, "We must use our greatest asset, our ingenuity. Conventional weapons will be futile against their defenses. We need to think outside the box." She then presented an idea that had been in development for years: Project Thor. A secret military project, Project Thor involved launching tungsten rods from orbiting satellites at hypersonic speeds. These kinetic bombardment weapons, often referred to as rods from God, could deliver immense destructive power without the radioactive fallout of nuclear weapons. General Steele nodded, seeing the potential in this audacious plan. "It's risky, but it might be our best shot. We need to prepare everything we have: missiles, orbital defenses, and every soldier ready to fight." As the 24-hour deadline loomed closer, the UEDC worked around the clock. Engineers and scientists calibrated the orbital platforms, military forces coordinated global defenses, and leaders communicated with their citizens, urging them to stay strong and united. The world watched and waited, each passing second bringing them closer to an uncertain fate. On the eve of the deadline, as the sun set over a tense and silent Earth, the final preparations were made. In the control room of the UEDC, a palpable sense of determination filled the air. Humanity was about to make its stand. Earth's reply to the Galactic Council would be delivered with a defiance born of desperation and hope. As the countdown reached 0, every eye on Earth turned skyward, bracing for the inevitable clash. The 24-hour deadline had passed, and humanity braced for the response from the Galactic Council. Despite the overwhelming odds, a newfound sense of unity and determination spread across the globe. In the face of an existential threat, Earth's nations set aside their differences and united under the banner of the United Earth Defense Council, UEDC. Dr. Elena Ramirez and General Marcus Steele stood at the helm of this unprecedented alliance. Their command center, a fortified bunker deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, buzzed with activity. Technicians monitored live feeds from orbital satellites, scientists calculated trajectories, and military strategists finalized defense plans. The atmosphere was tense but resolute. "We have to make every second count," General Steele addressed the room. "This is our home, our planet. We won't let them take it from us." Dr. Ramirez nodded in agreement. "We've pooled together the best minds and resources from around the world. We have to leverage our ingenuity and resilience. Project Thor is ready, but we need more than just weapons. We need strategy, coordination, and above all, hope." The UEDC's first task was to secure Earth's major cities and critical infrastructure. Advanced AI systems were deployed to manage civilian evacuations, direct emergency services, and maintain public order. Military forces were mobilized, forming a coordinated global defense network. Fighter jets, missile batteries, and anti-aircraft systems were stationed at strategic points, prepared to engage the enemy at a moment's notice. Simultaneously, Earth's space assets were activated. Orbital defense platforms, equipped with railguns and laser systems, were positioned to intercept incoming threats. The International Space Station, repurposed as a command and control hub, coordinated the efforts of various satellites and space-based weapons. Earth's defense network was an intricate ballet of technology and human determination. As preparations continued, a sense of solidarity emerged among Earth's inhabitants. News broadcasts showed scenes of civilians volunteering in droves, engineers reinforcing structures, medical professionals setting up emergency clinics, and ordinary people offering aid to their neighbors. Social media, once a source of fear and speculation, now teemed with messages of support and unity. The hashtag #DefendEarth trended worldwide, symbolizing humanity's collective resolve. In the UEDC Command Center, Dr. Ramirez and General Steele convened with their international counterparts via secure video links. Leaders from every continent joined the call, their faces reflecting the gravity of the situation, but also a shared determination. "We've faced impossible odds before," said President Tanaka of Japan. "Natural disasters, wars, pandemics, we've always found a way to overcome. This is no different." "Indeed," agreed Chancellor Schmidt of Germany. "We stand together, united in our resolve. Our differences are our strength. Let's show the galaxy what humanity is capable of." With the leaders' words echoing in their minds, the UEDC launched the final phase of their preparations. The orbital platforms, armed with tungsten rods, were positioned for optimal impact. Missiles were primed and ready in silos across the globe. Defensive grids were activated, casting a protective net over the planet. As the clock ticked down to the moment of confrontation, Earth's skies remained eerily quiet. The alien armada had yet to make its move, but the tension was palpable. In the command center, General Steele reviewed the latest intelligence reports. "Scanners are picking up increased activity on the outer edges of our solar system," he said. "They're coming." Dr. Ramirez's fingers flew over her console, bringing up real-time data. "Our orbital defenses are ready. Project Thor is online. All we need now is the signal." The signal came just moments later. A surge of energy readings, unlike anything humanity had seen before, indicated the arrival of the Galactic Council's fleet. The alien ships materialized in Earth's orbit, their sleek designs and shimmering surfaces an ominous sight against the backdrop of space. Lorcath's voice boomed once more, projected across the globe. "Your time is up, Earth. Prepare for your end. Before the alien armada could make the first move, Earth's response came swift and unyielding. From hidden silos across the planet, a barrage of missiles launched into the sky, trailing fiery plumes. Simultaneously, from orbit, Project Thor initiated its sequence. Tungsten rods hurtled toward the alien ships at hypersonic speeds, their impact potential devastating. The initial strikes caught the alien fleet off guard. Explosions erupted in the vacuum of space as alien vessels, unprepared for the sheer ferocity of Earth's attack, were torn apart. The combined firepower of Earth's missiles and kinetic bombardment shattered the first wave of the enemy fleet. In the UEDC command center, cheers erupted as the screen showed alien ships disintegrating in bursts of light. But the battle was far from over. The Galactic Council's fleet, vast and technologically superior, quickly adapted to the unexpected resistance. Swarms of drone fighters were deployed, and energy weapons charged, preparing to counterattack. "We've only just begun," General Steele said, his voice cutting through the cheers. "Prepare for Phase 2. This is where it gets tough." Dr. Ramirez nodded, her eyes fixed on the tactical display. "Let's show them what humanity is truly capable of. We fight for our home, for our future." As the battle raged on, Earth's defenders held their ground, their united front a testament to the indomitable human spirit. The alien armada, though initially taken aback by Earth's ferocious response, quickly regrouped. Their sleek silver ships glistened ominously in the starlit sky, each one bristling with advanced weaponry far beyond human comprehension. The Galactic Council's fleet had underestimated humanity's resolve, but they were not unprepared for a prolonged conflict. High above Earth's surface, the battle intensified. The first wave of alien vessels had been decimated by the surprise missile and Project Thor strikes, but now the main fleet engaged. Swarms of drone fighters poured from the larger ships, forming an impenetrable screen of defense and counterattack. In the UEDC command center, General Steele watched the tactical display with steely determination. "Deploy the Aegis platforms," he ordered. "Activate all orbital defenses. We need to hold them at bay." The Aegis platforms, Earth's most advanced space-based defense systems, came to life. Positioned strategically around the planet, these platforms were equipped with railguns, lasers, and missile batteries. They formed a protective ring, designed to intercept and destroy any threats before they could reach the surface. On the ground, anti-aircraft batteries and missile silos roared to life, launching a continuous barrage towards the invading fleet. The night sky was ablaze with the streaks of countless projectiles, a testament to humanity's defiance. Dr. Ramirez, her eyes glued to the data streaming in from various sensors and satellites, issued rapid commands. "Focus the railguns on their larger ships. Use the lasers to target the drones. We need to disrupt their formations." As the battle raged, Earth's forces faced overwhelming odds. The alien ships, with their advanced shields and superior firepower, began to press their advantage. Explosions rocked the orbital platforms, and several defense satellites were obliterated in blinding flashes of light. On the ground, cities shuddered under the shockwaves of near-miss impacts. Despite the growing casualties and damage, Earth's defenders fought with unwavering determination. Fighter jets soared into the fray, engaging the swarms of alien drones in daring dogfights. Pilots, driven by the knowledge that their actions could save their loved ones below, executed maneuvers with precision and bravery. In the midst of the chaos, an urgent message came through from one of the defense platforms. "Command, this is Aegis Alpha. We're detecting a massive energy buildup on the alien flagship. It looks like they're preparing a superweapon." General Steele's jaw tightened. "We need to take out that flagship before it can fire. All available forces, focus your attacks on that target." Dr. Ramirez quickly analyzed the data. "If we can disrupt their energy core, it could cause a chain reaction. But we'll need to penetrate their shields first. Deploy the disruptor drones." The disruptor drones, a recent addition to Earth's arsenal, were designed to overload and disable energy shields. As the drones swarmed towards the flagship, Earth's forces intensified their assault. Missiles, railgun slugs, and laser beams converged on the massive alien vessel, creating a spectacular display of destructive power. The flagship's shields flickered under the relentless onslaught, but they held firm. The disruptor drones, navigating through the chaos, finally reached their target. A series of bright flashes signaled their successful detonation, and the flagship's shields wavered, then collapsed. "Now, hit it with everything we've got," General Steele shouted. Project Thor's remaining tungsten rods, along with the combined firepower of Earth's missiles and railguns, were directed at the exposed flagship. The projectile struck with devastating force, piercing the ship's hull and igniting secondary explosions. Within moments, the flagship was engulfed in a cataclysmic blast, fragments of its structure scattering into space. In the UEDC command center, a wave of relief swept through the ranks. The destruction of the flagship had disrupted the alien fleet's coordination, causing confusion and disarray among their ranks. Earth's defenders pressed their advantage, targeting the now vulnerable enemy ships. On the ground, the sight of the flagship's destruction galvanized the population. Civilians cheered and rallied, their fear transforming into a fierce determination. Emergency responders, engineers, and volunteers worked tirelessly to repair damage, assist the injured, and support the ongoing defense efforts. However, the victory was far from complete. The alien fleet, though shaken, was vast and resilient. As Earth's forces regrouped, new waves of enemy ships emerged from hyperspace, determined to continue the fight. Dr. Ramirez, monitoring the unfolding situation, turned to General Steele. "We need to be prepared for a prolonged engagement. This isn't over yet." General Steele nodded. "Agreed. But we've shown them that we won't go down without a fight. Let's keep pushing. Humanity will endure." As the battle entered its next phase, Earth's defenders steeled themselves for the challenges ahead. The fight for their home, their planet, and their future was far from over, but they were united in their resolve. The Galactic Council had demanded their surrender, but humanity had answered with a resounding, defiant roar. As Earth's forces celebrated their hard-won victory, the reality of the situation began to set in. Cities lay in ruins, millions were displaced, and the scars of battle would take years, if not decades, to heal. But amidst the devastation, there was a sense of hope and renewal. Humanity had faced the brink of annihilation and emerged stronger, more united than ever before. In the days that followed, the UEDC transitioned from a wartime command to a peacetime coalition. Efforts to rebuild and recover began in earnest. Nations that had once been rivals now worked side by side, driven by a shared vision of a better, more unified future. The message to the Galactic Council was clear. Earth would not bow to threats. Humanity was here to stay, and it would defend its place in the galaxy with every ounce of its strength and ingenuity. And so, under the stars, a new chapter in Earth's history began, one of unity, resilience, and the unyielding resolve to protect their home and their future. The Galactic Council had demanded Earth's surrender, but humanity had answered with a missile barrage and a declaration of defiance. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear: humanity would face it together. Despite the destruction of the alien flagship, the battle for Earth raged on. The Galactic Council's fleet, though disoriented by the loss of its command ship, continued to press its attack with relentless ferocity. Earth's defenders, though valiant and resourceful, faced the daunting task of holding back an enemy whose technology far surpassed their own. In the UEDC Command Center, Dr. Elena Ramirez and General Marcus Steele coordinated the defense with grim determination. Every victory, every alien ship destroyed, came at a steep cost. Earth's skies remained a battleground, with explosions lighting up the heavens as fighter jets clashed with swarms of alien drones. "Status report," General Steele demanded, his voice cutting through the chaos. "Several of our orbital platforms are down," an officer replied. "Casualties are mounting, and our missile stockpiles are running low." Dr. Ramirez, her eyes fixed on the tactical display, interjected, "We need a new strategy. We can't keep fighting them head-on. We need to find a way to disrupt their operations at the source." As if in response to her words, an urgent message flashed on her console. Aiden Kwan, the young hacker who had been instrumental in deciphering the alien communications earlier, had discovered something significant. "Dr. Ramirez, General Steele," Aiden's voice crackled over the intercom. "I've found a weakness in their fleet's command structure. They rely on a central AI network to coordinate their ships. If we can infiltrate and disable that network, we could turn the tide of this battle." "Can you do it?" General Steele asked, his eyes narrowing with hope and resolve. "I'll need access to our most powerful quantum computer," Aiden replied, "and I'll need protection while I work. If they detect our intrusion, they'll come after us with everything they've got." "Do it," General Steele ordered. "We'll give you all the support you need." As Aiden and a team of elite hackers set to work, Earth's military forces redoubled their efforts to protect the critical command centers and the quantum computing facilities. The battle on the ground and in the air grew even more intense as alien ships targeted these vital locations. Inside a fortified bunker, Aiden and his team connected the quantum computer to the alien network. Fingers flew over keyboards as lines of code scrolled across multiple screens. The room was tense, filled with the hum of high-tech machinery and the focused concentration of the hackers. "We're in," Aiden announced, his voice steady despite the pressure. "Initiating the disruption sequence now." Above, the alien fleet continued its assault, but cracks began to show in their coordination. Ships started to move erratically, some colliding with each other, while others fired at empty space. The disruption spread rapidly, causing confusion and disarray within the enemy ranks. In the UEDC command center, Dr. Ramirez and General Steele watched the unfolding chaos with a mix of hope and urgency. "It's working," Dr. Ramirez said, a note of triumph in her voice. "Their network is breaking down." "Now's our chance," General Steele responded. "All units, concentrate your fire on the disoriented ships. Push them back." Earth's forces, seizing the opportunity, launched a coordinated counterattack. Fighter jets and drones targeted the confused alien ships, while ground-based missile batteries unleashed a relentless barrage. Orbital platforms, their weapon systems recalibrated, delivered devastating blows to the heart of the alien fleet. As the battle turned in humanity's favor, scenes of courage and heroism played out across the globe. In New York, firefighters and volunteers worked tirelessly to rescue civilians from the rubble of collapsed buildings. In Tokyo, engineers restored power to critical infrastructure, ensuring communication lines remained open. In Berlin, medical teams treated the wounded, their efforts embodying the resilience and compassion that defined humanity's spirit. Back in the bunker, Aiden and his team continued to fend off counter-intrusions from the alien AI. The digital battle was fierce, with firewalls breached and defenses erected in rapid succession. Aiden's fingers flew over the keyboard, sweat beading on his forehead. "We're almost there," he muttered, "just a little longer." Outside, the alien fleet began to retreat. Their ships, once a symbol of overwhelming power, now scattered and fled before the unified might of Earth's defenders. Cheers erupted across the globe as the tide of battle finally, irrevocably, turned in humanity's favor. In the UEDC command center, General Steele allowed himself a rare smile. "We did it," he said quietly. "We actually did it." Dr. Ramirez, her eyes still on the tactical display, nodded. "This is just the beginning. We need to stay vigilant. The Galactic Council won't take this defeat lightly."